The man originally planned to take a ride home to visit his mother, but unexpectedly, after urinating while standing on the vehicle, he rolled off and accidentally kicked over a sign. When the volunteer teacher invited by the village arrived later, he was misled by the overturned sign. Without saying a word, he followed the direction and kept walking. But even into the night, he never found the village marked on the map and ended up in the wilderness. At this moment, Brother Chiang felt something was wrong with his stomach. With a force seemingly like a primal power wanting to burst out, having no other option, he had to find a spot next to some bushes, ignoring whether there were people around, and then started to relieve himself. After finishing, the highly conscientious Chang'e didn't forget to cover it with leaves. Just then, Chang'e suddenly discovered something. There was actually a sheet of paper under his feet. The banner, taking a closer look, had the word landmine written on it. Panicked, Chang'e was immediately flustered, and when he cautiously reached towards his foot, he was dumbfounded by the scene in front of him, not expecting that he had luckily stepped on a landmine. Chang'e instantly felt a wave of despair. Clearly, the war era was long over, so why could he still step on a landmine here? It turned out that the overturned sign had mistakenly guided Chang'e to this post-war wasteland. Meanwhile, on the other side, Aoi gradually woke up, only to find himself surrounded by a group of children. They immediately took Aoi back to the village. Believing he couldn't escape trouble for peeping, he was surprised when the villagers looked confused. The village chief suddenly stated that he was the newly hired teacher, and then smiled, kindly taking Aoi to a place to stay. It turned out that the village spent a significant amount to hire a teacher to help the village children receive an education, and because Aoi took the wrong path and accidentally switched identities with the real teacher. When the next morning arrived, the village chief brought Aoi to the classroom and seriously introduced him as the new teacher. To prevent them from discovering his true identity, Aoi had to reluctantly act as a teacher. In this way, he successfully resolved the crisis and returned home safely a few days later, resuming his happy and stable life.